So I still get asked today, why do I still hire a coach and a personal trainer for myself? Even though I am a physique coach, I still get plenty of people asking, whether people that just want to get in great shape to personal trainers themselves asking why I'm doing it. And the truth is, I believe in personal training and what the fundamentals really give you and me, and why it's so needed to be able to accelerate your results. This first came about when I first started prepping for my first fitness model competition and the other competitions I did, even going into photo shoots, and people were still asking why I was getting another coach to write my programs, write my diets, write my workouts, and give me the accountability to be able to accelerate my own results and to be able to get in the best shape that I possibly can. The whole idea of having a coach is having an outsider's point of view, having the objectivity of someone standing outside, looking at yourself, being able to give you the clear, unbiased truth as to what's going on, but also that certainty factor for what the steps are that you need to start taking. Now, I don't believe in having a cheerleader, as in a rep counter personal trainer, if you know how to train yourself. This is really where I'm talking to you now. If you're experienced, you've been training for a while, you've got a good training age, and you're just looking to really accelerate and take your results to the next level. This is why online personal training, online coaching is so needed to be able to accelerate your results, because you're able to get the critical factors that I'll cover in just a second for what you're really going to be able to get, but you don't need that cheerleader, that rep counter standing there watching over you where you're paying $50 to $100 an hour for. The beauty about online coaching is you can have someone that you can believe in, that believe that is going to be the right fit for you, and it doesn't have to be in your immediate local area. It doesn't have to be the trainer that is at the gym that you're going to. And the truth is, after a while of coaching myself, writing my own programs, writing my own diets, writing my own protocols, I was getting bored, I was getting stagnated, and I was starting to lie to myself as well. I wasn't doing what was needed. I was getting and creeping in those other foods, those other nighttime snacks, those chocolates, those cookies, those ice creams. They were starting to sneak in, and they were getting justified for myself because I wasn't really keeping myself accountable. And it was really with my own personal training and physique coach career, and also for my own physique, and because I have to walk the walk, I have to go through the experience of getting in shape, the tough times, the hard things that you've got to be able to get through, so then I can best give my members and clients what's really needed. I was literally flying around the world, spending more money than I would really like to be able to tell my wife how much I spent, seeing the best coaches, sitting in the best internships, reading every book that I could possibly devour. It was about consuming as much as possible and then being able to find out what really works through the experience of over the last 10 years of now coaching people to get in great shape. And this is where I've had the huge pleasure of having the top world coaches such as Charles Poliquin, Milos Sarkev, Francine Tavard, Christian Maurice, Mark Coles, even Eric Ledkin, all top people in their fields, where I've been able to go to myself, get them to coach me, learn from them, and to be able to craft my own craft and my philosophy, my beliefs, to be able to best help the clients that I work with. I've trained in maybe like 100 gyms around the world. I've been in the courses, I've seen the coaches, I've put myself in the experience, and so much of the time there's three major problems that I keep seeing people fall prey to, and I don't want you to fall prey to these. These are the big mistakes. The first one is the technical talker. It's the coach and it's the trainer that's just trying to talk jargon. It's just trying to sound really smart. But you know what is really smart? Someone truly understands, someone truly knows what they're doing when they can dumb it down, when they can talk to you in the plain English version. They can give it to you in the way that you need to be able to understand. Something that I really learned, and I'll give a huge prop and thanks to Christian Maurice for this, is being able to give my client exactly what they need so they understand it. If you understand why and what you're doing, you're naturally going to be more adherent to the plan. And isn't that one of the most important things? Getting the right plan so it suits you, suits your body, suits your metabolism, suits your lifestyle, but then you're able to follow through with it with ease because you understand why and how it works. And then the other big problem is the lack of replicated results. Sure, somebody can get somebody in shape once, but can they stay in shape? Can you get them in great shape better and better? better? And can they do that with multiple people? Can they do that with multiple different people in different circumstances? This is something where I see so many coaches falling wrong. They can maybe do it with 1 or 2 clients, which may be those real robot type clients, but are they able to do it with replicated times, with numerous amounts of people? Look for the real social proof. Look for the real people that are producing the results over and over again, so that you can have the confidence that that's going to be able to happen to you. And then the third massive mistake that I keep seeing is the one size fits all mentality. The trainer and coach that is simply using the same methodology, the same system, the same program, and usually the big problem is it's actually just regurgitation. It's regurgitated from what they use, from what works for them, and they're just putting it straight back onto their clients. They're not dealing with you, your bio-individuality, what's going to suit you and your lifestyle for you to be able to get the best results. So this is why it's really not just being able to have a toolbox of one tool and they're just trying to use that one tool for every single problem. The real issue is being able to have many systems, many ideologies, many philosophies, having an idea of what's going to work and using the right tool at the right time. This isn't about I'm just paleo, or I'm just low carb, or I'm just high carb, or I'm just high reps, low reps, all sorts of different things. We can go on for days with all the different types. This is really about what is going to suit you and what's going to get you the best results. Because really, when you have a coach, you need to be able to get 3 main benefits out of coming out of it. It's the accountability, it's the expertise, and it's the motivation that you're going to be able to get. The accountability is making sure that you have to rock up, you have to perform, not just for yourself because you're putting it forward. And this is also why when you actually have to pay money, when you pay cash and you're putting your hard-earned money forward to someone, you're actually very much more likely to be able to follow through with that program. When you get something for free, you can kind of like fob it off and you don't really care about it. Then the expertise side of things. It's not your job to understand all the different methods, all the different programs, all the different ideologies behind nutritional science and the programming side of things and everything involved about you getting in great shape. So you want to be able to get someone on board that has that expertise because that's their job, not your job. Your simple job is just to follow through with it. And then the third benefit is motivation, because we all have our down days. You want someone that's going to be able to help you pick you back up. I'm not saying someone that's going to be that cheerleader type, but someone, you know, gives you a kick up the ass when you need it, gives you a pat on the back when you deserve it at the same time. Let me give you one absolutely brilliant example for this, and this was a client that I was so happy to be able to work with, which was Dana. Dana came to me and he was stuck at a plateau, not being able to lose weight. He'd tried so many things. He's seen nutritionists, he's seen trainers, nothing was really working. The thing was, I knew from having known him, because he's also another fellow entrepreneur that was living here in Bali, was he was training really hard. He was dedicated, he was motivated. I knew he was following through with it. It was the plan that was failing him. So what it was about was actually making sure it was bringing about, it was actually getting him to actually train less and actually eat more, to actually nourish his system to be able to get him to lose weight. And he's been able to lose up to this point about 15 kilos of weight, looking and feeling the best he ever has. But this is also importantly about bringing about what's truly that stopping factor about what's going on. Does someone have a mind block, a mindset shift of about their foods? Are they overeating? And these are things that we can overcome, of good coaches can overcome as well. And then another great example is Alison. Alison being a personal trainer herself, but just being stuck in a rut. And this is where we needed to deep dive, really use the expertise side of things, really go into what was going on with the hormonal balance. Because I find so many times, especially females, are getting stuck. They're following plans, they're cutting their carbs, they're cutting the calories, doing all that mainstream advice, and it's just not working. The only thing that's really happening is their hunger goes sky high, cravings go high, energy goes right down to the bottom, and then frustration, that is right up to the top as well. So this was really being able to find out what was the actual core problem going on, especially on her hormonal environment, and then being able to piece together the right nutrition plan, the right training program, the right protocol that fits together, that fits in with her lifestyle, so she can easily follow through. But for you, and what you need to be able to take away from especially Alison's example, is what's going on with your hormonal environment, things that can take into account your genetics, your metabolism, your lifestyle, your sleep, stress, sleep, inflammation, all these different things, because these are going to come into account as to how your diet's going to look, what your meal plan is going to be that you need to be able to follow. And then again, how from your nutrition side, how does your training side going to actually entail this as well? So if you're feeling yourself stuck in a rut, if you're kind of spinning your wheels, if you're following through and feeling confused and frustrated as to why you're not getting the results, you've got to ask yourself, are you the type of person, are you going to benefit from coaching? Because honestly, you could pay your local personal trainer $100, $200, $300 per week and get mediocre at best results. But if you want to taking your results really to the next level, if you know that you know how to train, it's simply you just need the right plan, the right protocol. You need that help along, that support, that motivation, that guidance, then this is what coaching is all about. So the first big benefit of this episode is that you can massively benefit from coaching, having someone guide you through the process for what needs to happen for you to get the best results. The second big benefit is it doesn't necessarily have to be someone that's a trainer at your local gym. It doesn't have to be that cheerleader that's going to count the reps for you. You can go out and get someone, and I'm not saying it's me, I'm not the best fit for absolutely everybody, by no means, but go out and find the best coach for you. Find the person that vibes with you. Find the person that's going to give you the accountability, give you the expertise, and also that motivation and support. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then click like and share this out, and then I'll see you in the next episode. Now it's time for you to get the most out of this and comment below. This is where I will personally come in and give you the answers that you need. And as always, the best discussions happen over at mybodyblend.com. This is where I can give you all the guides, programs, and insights that I can't fit in these episodes. Plus the free diets and workouts are there waiting for you now. And if you did like this episode, then be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode and I can send them straight to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon here and in the My Body Blends only community.